Howdy, this is Just Puzzling. My name is Chris. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me for this expert killer Sudoku I do on my iPad. I'm going to go through the rules of Sudoku, how the cages add to it to make a killer Sudoku, a little trick that helped me solve the puzzle, and then we'll get on to the solve. Alright, in Sudoku there are 9 columns, 9 rows, and 9 boxes. In each of the rows, columns, and boxes we need to have the unique numbers 1 through 9. How I like to think about it is I'm looking for the intersection points where the numbers are. So where's a number not crossing over in the column, row, and box? In a killer Sudoku, we have cages. These cages are dotted lines around a number of cells that have a number in the top left-hand corner. The cells in the cage have to add up to that number in the top left-hand corner and can't be the same. So say, for example, I can't have in this one, and I know it breaks the rules of Sudoku, 9, 9, 6 and 6, if that's the, well, sorry, 4 and 4. To actually have it, it has to be a certain number. So it can be 9, 7, 6, 4 to be 26. That's about pretty much the puzzle. The only thing I will say is there's a little handy helper that I use, which is 1 to 9 added together is 45. So I call it the 45 rule. How it helps me is basically I know that a box, row, and column will add up to 45, and so if I have enough cells in there and a spare, I can tell you what that number is. So say, for example, in this box here, I have the full cell, full cage, full cage, full cage, full cage, and 1 there. So 5 plus 9 is 14, plus 15 is 29, plus 8 is 37. That is 8 short of 45, and because of that thing, this is going to be 8 there. Alright, I'm going to start solving, so let's get into it. Okay, I saw another one, I thought, yeah, so this one here has the spare cage there, so 26 plus 9 is 35, plus 9 is 44, so that's going to be a 1 there. So 1 and 3 are here. That means that this 1 can't be in here because it comes down here. 1's going to be one of these two, one of these 3 here, so this is going to be a 2, 4. Okay, so 9 can't be in here, 9 can't be in here, 9 can't be in here, so this is going to be 9 and 6. There's another spare cage there, so 21, 32, 40, so that's got to be a 5 to get to 45. Okay. Right, because I've taken that number out there, I effectively now have a cage, a full cage that adds up to 13. Now these two boxes here go over by 1, so let's add this up. 2, 22, 33, 47, 60, because that's 13, 14 minus 1, 75, 79. So this is 11, and 11 from 19 is 8. Okay, and now that has opened up this cell here. So 8 plus 14 is 22, 28, 38, so this is a 7 here. So that leaves 7 in here, and then we're a little bit stuck in terms of the rest of it. Alright, so 9, 11 there, so that can't be a 3. Right, that can't be a 1. 1 can't be there. 1 can be 1, cannot be there. 1 can't be there. So 1 is one of these two, which is either going to be a 9, 6 or a 8, 7. 1, 5. So this can't be, so here we go. This can't be, oh no, can't be, never mind. I was going to say, I thought that said 6, but it says 5. So that was wrong. 24, 31. Right. So now, I normally start off reasonably quick and then get bogged down. So 1, 9. So if that was a 1 and 9, that would end up being a 4. So 9 and 1 can't, so this is going to be a 9 and 1 here. 1 comes down here. I'll explain myself, right? So 9 and 1's either here, or 9 and 1's either here. They can't be in both. They have to be in the same box, right? If this is 9 and 1, that's 4, which takes a 2, 4 there. So this can't be a 9 and 1 because it can't be a 4. So this is 9 and 1 here. 1 comes down here and 1 comes down here. So this is a 1 here, leaving this to be a 9. Alright, so that's going to leave me with a 6, 5, 3 here. So 3 can't be there, 3's there. That leaves me with 6, 3 here. 6, 3. So this is going to be 5 and 9 here because the 6 and 8 will have been taken. So that's 5 and 9. I just don't know which way. 9's going to be up here. So 9 can be here. Well, it can't be there. 9 can be here with a 4. So 9's one of these two. 8 is going to be here. So this is 9 and 8. So this is 17, leaving me another 9. So 17 from 26 is 9. 6, 5, 3, 3 and 1. So 3 and 6 there. So this is going to be 2 and 5 here. Because that's 7. 1 and 6 can't be. 3 and 7. So this is 2 and 5. I need a 4. A 6 and an 8 across here. 4, 6 and 8. So 8 can't be here, so 8's there or there. Right, so 12, so that's got to be 9. It can't be 2 and 5, so it can be 3 and 4. 3 and 4, or it can be 1 and 6. 2 and 5. 2 and 5, okay. 2 and 5 there, 5 can't be there, 5's there, 3. Okay. 5's 3's out, so 3. Okay, so 3 can't be here with the 5 and 3, so this is definitely 3 and 2. So this is going to be 1 and 7. 3 and 2, 1 and 7, 3, 2, so this is 4 and 5. So 5 comes down here, 5 comes down here, so this is 5 and 7 here. One and 7, 4 and 5, 9 and 6. So 5 and 7, so 8 is going to be here. 8's going to be here. Okay, that makes sense. If this was 8, 4 and 6, that can't work. So this has got to be 8 here. Alright, I'll explain myself. I need an 8 in this column. Sorry, row. And I need an 8 in this column. If I have an 8 here, this can be 4. So if I have an 8 here, this can be 4 and that'd be an 8 there. So that actually works. Actually, it's got to work. So 8's got to be here and here. Right? The reason for that is I've got an 8 up here. This can't be 8 here, can't be 8 here, so 8's got to be here. 8 also needs to be in this, it can be there. Okay, ignore me. Right, so 8's in this column. If this is 4 and 8, that would be 12, so this has to be 5, so it needs to be 1 and 4 or 3, and 2 can't be a 3, so 1 and 4. So that can't be there. So it's going to be, it can't be 6, 4 and 8, so I'll get that. 8, 6, 1 and 2. So I'm saying 1 is in this column. So I'm saying that has to be a 1 there. And it is, because that's a 7 and 5. So that has to be a 1 there, leaving this to be a 7. Alright, so that's a start. 1 and 6. 1 can be here, here, here. 5 and 7. So this is 5 and 7. So 8 and 6. 5 and 7 here. This has to be 8, 2, and 4. 8, 2, and 4. Well, 2 can't be in here. So this has got to be a 2 here. This is 8 and 4, so that's 12, so it's got to be a 9 there. Alright, so 9 now can't be here, 9 can't be in here, 9 can't be here, so this is a 9 here. 9's going to be up here somewhere. So 8, 3, 4, 7, 6, 5. So they all still work. Six, 1 there. 3, 4, 8. So this is going to be 1, 7 here because 5 and 3 is out and 2 and 6 is out. So this is 1, 7 here. So 7, 5 here, 1, 7, 4, 8, 6, 3. So 6, 3 is here, 3 and 2 there, 2. So this is definitely a 2 up here, 2, 3, 2, 1. So this is 8 and 6 with 2, 1. So 8 and 6 there. So 4 cannot be, is not in this cell here, and I need a 4 across here and it's not there. So that's got to be a 4 there, leaving this to be a 7. So this is why I really like these games, because it takes that logic to it. So that's a 7 there, leaving this to be a 5. And that was by Sudoku, 7, 7, 7. Alright, so now I know that that's 8 and 6 here. 8 can't be here, so this is an 8, leaving this to be a 6. Remember I told you all of this was a 2 and 5, less than me 4, 6 and 8, so I knew that. So 2 and 5 still there. 8 now is one of these two. 1 and 2 there. So 1 and 2. So that's got to be, if that's 1 and 2, that's got to be a 4. Leaving that to be a 3 to add up to 12 in that cage there. Still a 4 and 2 here. 5 can't be here. Actually, 3 comes down here, 3 comes down here, 3 comes across here. So this is a 3 here. This is 5 and 6. So 6 and 8 here. 6, 8, 14, 9 and 1. Okay. So 8, 6, 9 and 1 there. Alright, so 1 has got to be one of these. Well, 1 can't be there. 1 can't be here, 1 can't be here, so that's a 1 there. 7, 8 works. So is 9 and 6. 9 and 1, 3, 5 and 6 there. 6, 1 and 2. Actually, I know that's a 2 there. So that can't be a 2, so that's a 1, leaving this to be a 2 here. And I kept saying that was 9 and 1. Really thinking. Alright, so 7 and 1 there. 3, 3, 3. 3 is here, 3 and 6. 3 and 1, so this can be 7 and 2. Or 4 and 5. Okay, 1, 3. So 13. I'm just going to do 13, 15 is 28, 32. So this is 13. So that's 9 and 4. So this is a 9, leaving this to be a 4. 5 is there. So sometimes you add up to there and get 2 cages when you shorten it. It sometimes helps you. So 5 is up here. Could be 8 and 5 there. Or it could be 5 there. 1, 3, 4. It'd have to be 2 and 8 in this column here, which actually works. Okay. So 8 and 6, 5, 5, 5. 5 and 8 works here. 5 works there. 2, 9. So 9 can't be here because of the 2, and I need a 9 come across here, 9 cross. So that's a 9 there. Nine and 2 there. So this is now 11. It can't be 9 and 2, can't be 5 and 6. So it can be 7 and 4, can't be 7 and 4, so it's 3 and 8. 3 can't be there, so that's got to be a 3, leaving this to be an 8. 3 comes across here, so this is a 3 here, leaving this to be a 1. Remember, this is 7 and 1. 1 comes across here, so this is 1, leaving this to be a 7. Still 2 and 3 there. Still 5 and 4 here, but 5 can't be there, so this is going to be a 4. No, it's not. Oh, sorry, that's 4 and 8. It's 5. It's a 6. Oh, 5's there. So it's 6 and 3. Sorry, apologies. 3 is there, leaving this to be a 6. Sorry, that my memory wasn't as good as I'd hope. 8 can't be here, so this is an 8, leaving this to be a 4. 1, 2, so this is a 2 here. 8 comes across here, can't be a 5, so this is 8 and 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is here, and 7. 3, 2, 7, 5, and 6 is there, so this is 7 and 4, so that's got to be a 7 there, leaving this to be a 6, because that's what adds up to 15. So 6 is here, that's 18, 6 and 1 are here. Remember, this is 5 and 2, 5 can't be there, so this is a 5, leaving this to be a 2. Right, 2's there, 2's there. 4 comes down here, so this is a 4, leaving this to be a 2 here. 5 and 6, 6 can't be here, so this is a 6, leaving this to be a 5. So what I now have is I have 9, 4, 8. So 9, 4, 8 here. 9, 4, 8 is 21. So this has got to be a 5 to get to 26. 6 and 3 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a 5 here, leaving this to be an 8. 7 comes up here, 7 comes up here, 7 comes across here, so this is a 7 here, leaving this to be a 2. Okay. So this is a 3 and 6 here, but I still don't know anything about that. 8 can't be here, 8 and 3 works. 3 and 6 works. So 9, so this can't be 9 and 2. 9 can't be there because that's up to 17. 9 can't be there because that's up to 9. So this is a 9, leaving this to be a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a 5 there. That's 13, so that's got to be a 4. Alright, 4 comes down here, 4 comes across here, so this is a 4. Get to 11, that's got to be a 7. 7 across here, 7 across here, so this is a 7 here, leaving this to be a 2. 2 comes across here, I need a 2 here, leaving this to be a 3. 1, 2, 3, so that's 5 and 6. 5 can't be here, so this is a 5. I don't know why I said 6, that's a 4, because 5 and 6 equals 11. Good on your maths. 9 comes across here, so this is a 9, leaving this to be a 6 to add up to 15. 6 comes up here, 6 comes across here, so this is a 6 here, leaving this to be a 3. 3 comes across here, so this is a 3 here, leaving this to be an 8. 8 comes across here, 8 comes across here, so this is an 8 here. 9 comes across here, so this is a 9 here. That leaves this with a 4 to finish off that row. Alright, so 9 comes down here, 9 comes across here, so it's a 9, leaving this to be a 1 to finish off this row. 1 comes up here, so this is a 1 here. That's 13, so it's got to be a 6. 6 comes down here, so this is a 6 here. And to finish off the puzzle, it's an 8. Alright. Yeah, really bad error there. I can't hide from that error. It was a dead set shocker. but we got the puzzle done. Thank you so much for your time. Until next time, bye for now.